Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. Another one in a series in which I'm taking a closer look at this book, 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die, and I'm asking the question, does this particular title belong in the book? And today is time for a new album. I'm going to be talking about Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi from 1986, which is featured in the book. And that is interesting. Why? I'm getting the sense following this book that they are also interested with giving a right perspective on time. In the sense that whenever there's a certain genre or moment in music happening, they do want to reflect it. And sometimes it's tough to find the right album to reflect it. I mean, in the 60s it's easy to choose Sgt. Pepper's to reflect new sounds. It's easy to choose The Doors to reflect a darker sound. And when it comes to Bon Jovi and Slippery When Wet, you gotta reflect the big hair bands from the late or the second half of the 80s. Now, I do get the sense, listening to this album, that the 80s are much more a radio, video, and single period. You can hear it in other bands as well, with a band like Queen. And when I take a look at this album, Slippery When Wet, there is something going on. Is this as an album, as a whole, so incredibly impressive? I'm in doubt about that, and I'll get into details about that. Let me first talk about the songs. When you put this on, you get a song like Let It Rock. The opener, Let It Rock, is a beautiful stadium anthem. It is it sets the mood for the record. It sets an atmosphere. It sets an energy. And it doesn't let down that energy on the next couple of songs. I mean, it's a very good opener. Then you get You Give Love a Bad Name, which I think is one of the great 80s singles. An incredible, awesome rocker, beautifully sung. Let's be frank, Jon Bon Jovi is an incredible vocalist. There's gorgeous energy in there. And after You Give Love a Bad Name, you get Livin on a Prayer. Again, one of the great songs of the 80s. Gorgeous. Social Disease is somewhat of a okayish song. And then Wanted Dead or Alive, which begins with the most gorgeous, nice, sharp-edged, high-pitched guitar. I really love that. Very, very good song. And as a matter of fact, everything that Bon Jovi or the big hair band section in this book should have said is on side A. Side A is, apart from Social Disease, which is a good song, but the rest is perfect. Side A is perfect. And then you get to side 2, which to me, in my memory right now, is kind of like a blur. It goes on the tone it has set before, but it never hits a new melody or something that's really interesting to me. It's not bad, but it's big hair band mediocre. And what it does, it is such a repetition of the first half without the invention, but forcing the energy out there, that it makes the entire record unbalanced. And perhaps I'm out of place here, but there were moments in which I thought I was doubting the sincerity of it as a whole. I mean, the second half felt like a trick. While I didn't have that listening to the first half. The first half is awesome, epic, big hair band rock anthem. Which, I must also say that when you're listening to this alone, it's a different experience. Listening to it alone, sitting down, you hear great, awesome rock. I put the first half on during a party. Bam! when there's booze going on, when everybody's cheerful, and then you put the first side on. Bam! This rocks at a party. Listening to it as a whole alone is somewhat of a different experience because, again, the first half is awesome. As a whole, it gets a bit repetitive. So, question does it belong in the book 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die? Even if it was just for those songs, You Give Love a Bad Name, Living on a Prayer, Wanted Dead or Alive, and perhaps, Let It Rock. Yeah, it should be in there. It's a good representative of the big hair band era. Is it a perfect album as a whole? It's not a perfect album. It's a perfect first half. So yes, it belongs in the book. It's not a perfect album. But, having said that, I can guarantee you that the next couple of months and years, I'll be putting side 1 on, and that banger will remain among all my social get-togethers, my parties, for as long as I've got beer in the fridge. So, yeah, it should be in the book. So, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.